Welcome to Friday Night Football, and you're listening to your Leander Lions broadcast. Tonight we are at Pflugerville. We're at the field where the Leander Lions are taking on the Hendrickson Hawks. I'm Mark Sickles. Joining me tonight on the broadcast is Chuck Cracy and Mickey Holden. Chuck will be providing color commentary. Mickey will be providing commentary and working the camera. So we want to thank you for joining us tonight. A big game. This is the homecoming game for the Hendrickson Hawks. So Chuck, Mickey, how are y'all doing tonight?
Doing pretty well. We have a little bit of an echo here in our system, and I'm going to try to continue to mess with the audio, but it's a new thing, so we'll try to fix it as we move along.
So great game tonight. We are here, and it's a great evening. It's nice and cool, a little bit windy. We'll check the temperature here in a little bit, but it is 2 games left for the Leander Lions. They have Hendrickson tonight, and then they're on the road for Anderson, and that will be the end of the season for the Leander Lions. But it's been a fun season watching them this year. And Chuck, just wanted to talk about the standings here. Looking at this game, we have Weiss, which comes in at 5-0. Manor is second at 5-1. Cedar Park is now at 4-1. Georgetown 3-2. Then Hendrickson is at 2-3. Pflugerville 1-4. Anderson 1-5, and Leander 0-5. So it's been a tough season for Leander. They started out
should be 1-4 on that district schedule, but nothing we can do about what happened first week of district play.
No, not at all. But it's been a tough season. It's been injury. Riddled throughout the season, but they're getting healthy now, and we're looking for a strong finish. So you can listen to the broadcast this season on SHN Sports. Go to shnsports.com. Follow us on Twitter at Mark Sickles 2, at Crazy Train, at SHN Sports. And we're getting ready for the national anthem, so we'll kind of take a quick break here, and we'll be right back.
Well, we'll also be bringing basketball when that comes around, hopefully, and we'll move into baseball season after that. And who knows what else we may get requests to broadcast. So we don't have the crowd mic on. Yeah. And we'll have the anthem here shortly. We don't have a crowd mic. We thought maybe we would have one piped in, but there it is.
So we're looking for an exciting game tonight. Kickoff will be shortly. As we talked about, we're here at the field. Next week we will be at Nelson Stadium playing Anderson. So that'll be another.
Oh, it's over at Nelson.
It's over at Nelson. So it should be a different venue, a little bit different, kind of a fun venue.
An old field with a lot of history.
Yep. So Leander is ready to go. Hendrickson is wearing black on black, and Leander has the white tops. So we're waiting for the color guard to exit the field, and then we'll be getting ready for the coin flip and kickoff. So the choir is now exiting. See if we can get the captains out here tonight. Try and get the numbers here for the Hawks. Looks like number 67, 28, and 26. That is Cash Dybert. Number 28 is Damo Quaco. And number 26 and 28, and Nadrian Miller. And for Leander, number 60, 36, and 25. That is, number 60 is Riley Dupree. Number 36 is Dylan Capers. And number 25 is Ethan Ortiz.
None of our interviews are captains this week that we had on Monday.
No.
From Trunk or Treat. Trunk or Treat edition.
Yeah, that was crazy that night. I walked around after, and there were just people everywhere. That was a fun event.
That place was the literal definition of a madhouse.
Now, it's a great fundraiser for the cheer team, and it looks like Leander will receive, and they will be going from south to north. If you're just listening and not watching the broadcast, Leander will be going right to left. So thanks for joining in tonight. Mickey, how you doing this week?
Not too bad. Made it to Friday. Ready for a big game.
Always a bonus to make it to Friday, that's for sure. Yeah, I was telling both of them earlier, this is the first day that we went into the office and had a brief meeting with some people there, and it's been the first time since March of 2000 that we've had more than
2020. 2000's a long time ago.
Sorry, 2020. Yeah, 2020.
Feels like 2000, though, doesn't it?
It does. I went to the office for the first time since April of 2020 this week. Earlier, it wasn't today, it was yesterday, but it was an odd experience. I felt like I needed to get out of there so I could get some work done. I spent the whole time chatting with folks that I haven't seen in person in many months.
Yeah, we've done plenty of Zoom and Teams meetings, but just a little bit different atmosphere when you're around people, and that's kind of our culture at our office. But we've done we've been able to maintain just going virtual. So we'll see what next year brings. It looks like Hendrickson's getting ready to kick off, and the kicker is number 16. That is Keelan Jones.
Back deep is Caden Wheatley and Chancellor Moody for the Lions.
And the kick is up. It's a deep kick, goes into the end zone, so that'll be a touchback. So Leander will be starting fresh at the 25-yard line.
And Caden Wheatley happens to be one of the interviews we did on Monday.
Yep. No, we were talking during the interview, if you didn't tune in, that it was just great to see him back out on the field this year. He was injured the preseason game, the little scrimmage.
He was very positive about his whole experience.
Yep.
And it's not a good one when you're a senior and you have to miss a portion of the season due to injury that occurred preseason.
Oh, looks like an offsides. Looks like
Free
it's going to
play.
be a free play, and it's thrown out, and the receiver falls down.
A little turf monster jumped out and grabbed Jaron Cotton by the ankle and prevented an attempt at making that reception as he fell to the ground and it flew over his head.
So that'll be 5 yards marked off against the Hawks. So Parrott, and good to see number 16 back in the backfield, Franklin. First and 5. It is a pass, quick slant, and it is caught. Got a first down for Leander down to the 45-yard line. That was number 0, Jake Webster. Hit him right in stride and able to move the chains. Good first play for the Leander Lions.
That's a way to jump out on them quickly. And, we talked to Coach also on Monday, and he mentioned having several pieces back, but we're going quickly offensively, so I'll let you get back on the call.
So Leander getting ready to go. Snap is back, and it is a handoff to Franklin. Got enough room for another first down for Leander. Gets down to about the 32-yard line. Good blocking by the offensive line and good run by Franklin.
And the Lions really need a quick start, but not just a drive. They've done that. They need to get points out of this opening drive.
It's nice to see guys back and healthy.
It's a tough sport. So a lot of focus on head injuries in recent years, deservedly so.
Yes.
Another quick slant. It is thrown a little too high. Once again, tried to go back to number 0, Jake Webster, incomplete. It was open again.
Yeah, got to be a little careful about going back to the well like that, but on the same drive when the defense hasn't had an opportunity to go back and get any coaching, why not? And the Lions made that attempt to pass a little too tall to Webster. Webster's not in danger of playing any post positions in basketball.
No, but very quick and has had a great season.
Hands.
Great season.
Yes.
So looks like the personnel change coming
5,
out.
4.
Looks like they're going
3,
to probably have to call a
2,
timeout here as the clock
1.
was running down. A little bit of confusion in the Leander Lions huddle. So while we take a quick break there, let's go through the sponsors for the Leander Lions Football Booster Club, the platinum sponsors. Thrive Realty at thriverealty.com, 512-379-7553. Modern Shade at modernshadellc.com, 512-385-4100. PK Custom Pools at pkcustompools.com, 512-791-5526. Quality Moving and Storage at austintxmovers.com, 512-300-9543. LOA Construction and Austin Roofing at loaconstruction.com, 512-817-2293, and funk.com. Our gold sponsor, 737-808-3909. So we are back at 2nd and 10. Parrott gets the snap, and he keeps it himself off the right side. Gets up the field, and he gets pushed back, but gets about 6 or 7 on that carry.
There was a good design play as they brought a very fast Jake Webster in motion and had all the defense moving that direction to try to stop Webster on a jet sweep. He pulled it wisely and picked up about 6 yards.
So Leander is calling the plays at the line of scrimmage, getting the play from the sideline, not going into an organized huddle. It will be 3rd and 4 here for Leander. Big third down play. They may go for it on 4th down. They would be kicking into the wind, but let's see if Leander can pick up a first down here. Trips on the far side, now man in motion. And it is a handoff. Or on the left side, got a first down to the 15, to the 10, turns it up, and it is a touchdown. Alexander Franklin, no flags on the field. Leander takes a 6-0 lead. Great drive by Leander.
And that's exactly what the Lions need. They need to convert that positive momentum here in the opening drive into points. Franklin was able to get the edge over there. Now they're going to pull out the swinging gate.
Yep, here we go. See if they do it. And they do snap it. Running to the left side, Parrott, and he is caught behind the line, unable to get the 2-point conversion. Tackle by number 5 for Pflugerville, Kendall Lang. Actually a great defensive play by Lang to stop Parrott, who's quick, unable to get outside of him and get into the end zone. So it's 6-0 Leander here early in the first quarter with 10:08 left.
He had a good angle. Parrott didn't see him there on the inside as his focus was ahead and to the outside looking for a lane to find. They also had a defender on the edge that forced Parrott to turn it up and slow down a little bit, which allowed the defender, Lang, to come up and make the stop.
So another big announcement, we also have the Leander High School Craft Market Saturday, November 20th from 9 to 4 o'clock at the high school. Sponsored by the LHS baseball team. Booths are still available if you want to sell some goods. Just go to leanderbaseball.com.
Back deep, you got number 3 and looks like number 28.
That's Maurice Price and Nadrian Miller. Getting ready to kick for Leander. Ivan Rodriguez, number 31, who's had a good season this year.
Yeah, he has, and he's been a good addition to this varsity squad. Not someone that typically was accustomed to playing football, was recruited over to the team to be the kicker, and has had great success in many aspects.
So a pooch kick on the far side. It's caught about the 30. Breaks the tackle. 35 goes out of bounds right about the 38-yard line. And it looks like number 42, Preston Perrine, was in on that, pushing him out of bounds. So the Hawks will come out for their first drive. Ball be placed right about their 38-yard line.
I mean, one of the things Coach talked about on Monday was how good their offense is, and that they'll go downfield quite a bit. We'll see how quickly they try to do that.
In at quarterback is number 17, Rodriguez, and it is a run up the middle. It's stuffed. Good job by the Leander defense.
Yeah, good job in the middle. All the gaps were filled by the defensive line. The linebackers, any holes, they filled that. Minimal gain, 1 yard.
Tried to go to Maurice Price at running back, unable to. Let's see, maybe they gave him a yard. Looks like they gave him a yard.
About a half a yard.
So trips on the near side. Play action, looking to throw. He gets hit. Ball is incomplete. Good job by number 53 for Leander, coming in and putting a big hit on him. That's Daniel Cedillo.
That was borderline a fumble. The quarterback's hand was beginning to go into motion, but it looked like it was pretty far back when the contact was made. It came out of there similarly to a pass, and that's what the ruling on the field was.
So it'll now be 3rd and 9 for the Hawks. 3-man front for Leander. Spread formation. Rodriguez looking to throw a little play action, a little bit of pressure, and there's more pressure. It's thrown, but out of bounds. Great job. Good coverage by number 28, Lucas Flores.
Our other interview from Monday.
Yep, incomplete pass. So 3 and out for the Hawks, and they'll send the punting unit out. Great job by the Leander Lions defense.
Rodriguez was lucky to get that ball out of bounds because the pressure across his face caused that pass to float significantly, and if the Lions happen to have a defender on that sideline, watch out. Wheatley back to receive this punt.
It is up left-footed kicker. Hits at the 25, bounces, and gets just inside the 20-yard line. Looks like they'll down it at the 19.
Yeah, it took a little bit of a Hendrickson roll, but not much. The Lions not unaccustomed to starting around the 20, so they did a pretty good job from the 25 on their opening possession. Let's see if they can continue that momentum here on possession number 2.
So Parrott back in once again with number 16, Franklin. Have a tight end and a H-back to the other side. Single receivers on each side. 4-man front. Two linebackers up top. And it is a handoff to Franklin. Breaks through the original front line. Picks up about 6. Good job by Franklin off that right side.
Boy, he's a whirling dervish. If he gets hands on his body, he just spins out of those tackles.
And rolls for 2 more.
Right.
Yeah, Leander coming out with 1 receiver on each side. Have an H-back or wing-back on one side and tight end on the other. 6 men up on the line for the Hawks. It is a pass off the right side and going down the sideline. A little too tall. Once again, try to go to Jake Webster. Incomplete, out of bounds.
Yeah, I think that was more of Parrott just kind of throwing that one away when he saw Webster had coverage fairly tight on him. He's got a 3rd and short regardless of that incompletion.
Leander looking at a 3rd and 3 from the 26. Man in motion. Snap is back. It is a handoff to Franklin. Tries to get around the corner. A little bit short.
Yeah, he didn't quite make it. That stutter step I thought was going to be the difference. He was able to freeze some of those linebackers and get a little bit outside of them, but they were able to get and force him out of bounds just shy of the line to gain for the first down. The punting unit will come out for the Lions.
Yeah, looks like it'll be a 4th and 1 at their 28-yard line. Punting unit is coming out. Clock is down to 8:27 left here in the first quarter. Back deep is number 10. That is Spencer DiStefano. High snap. It's on the ground. He picks it up, and the ball is loose. Hawks pick it up. Looks like they're going to go in for a touchdown.
Yeah, that's the inexperience there of Rodriguez. He probably should have just jumped on the ball and gave his defense an opportunity to get a stop there. But the fact that he tried to pick it up instead resulted in a scoop and score for the Hawk defense. And
yeah, that was number 5, Kendall Lang, their linebacker, senior linebacker, able to come in and pick up the ball and just get across the goal line as he was being brought down.
Tough break for the Lions. We'll see if they can bounce back. The offense, the fortunate thing about that is the offense gets to get back out on the field quickly.
Yep.
And try to build on the momentum from that first drive and try to forget what happened on the 3 and out just now.
Jones in to kick. Left-footed kicker. The ball is up, and it is good. So Hawks take a 7-6 lead off of the muffed punt, scoop and score. So Leander will be getting the ball back. Plenty of time left here in the first quarter. 8:16 left. So far, Lions trail by 1 point, so we'll take a quick break, and we will be right back. We are back at the field. Mark Sickles with Chuck Crazy, Mickey Holden on SHN Sports, listening to Leander Lion football. Leander's getting ready to receive the kick. High. And it will just go into the end zone for another touchback. So Leander will set up on its 3rd possession of the first quarter. Scored on the first. We're planning to punt on the 2nd. That's when the Hawks got their touchdown and now getting ready for their 3rd drive. So they quickly come out. Once again, set up on the line of scrimmage. No huddle. See if Leander can take advantage of this opportunity here and move down the field. It is a keeper off the near side. Parrott tries to get around to the outside, unable to turn the corner, but he picked up about 3 on the designed run for the quarterback. Bring up a 2nd and 7.
Yeah, that formation.
Or 2nd and 6.
That formation the Lions came out in is a run-heavy formation. They have an H-back and a tight end. Only 2 receivers split out. We'll see if they continue to try to run the football out of this formation.
So Parrott barking the calls at the line. He backs up. Franklin is offset to his right side. Snap is back. It is a keeper up the middle. Has enough for a first down. Able to get down to the 38-yard line of Leander. They will move the chains. Good run by Parrott, picking up that first down.
Yeah, nice read by the quarterback as he saw the lineman actually move towards trying to take out Alex Franklin on that play and properly read that, pulled the ball, and ran forward, was able to pick up the first.
Good fake by Franklin there, too, selling it. Makes all the difference.
So kind of a new formation here for Leander. 3 receivers on the far side, 2 on the near side, but kind of a tight set. Parrott alone. Franklin comes in motion, and he's going to keep it himself. Up for a first down, gets past the 50-yard line. Good design play, kind of a fake to Franklin coming across the backfield, and Parrott keeps it up the middle. They'll move the chains.
Nice use of Alex Franklin as a decoy on that play. It's well designed. He came on basically a short jet sweep, and if you're a linebacker and you see 16 coming across the formation, your thoughts are on him. Parrott was able to fake the handoff to him, pull it, make the proper read, and head forward for another nice gain and another first down for the Lions. Clock moving, 6:35 in the first.
So they come out in kind of the same formation, a little more spread out.
5, 4.
And this time another fake jet sweep, and Parrott goes up the middle once again for about 6 or 7. Seems to be working. They kind of set that up earlier with that jet sweep to Franklin, one of the first plays of the game, so that kind of moved the linebackers out, and now they're picking it up the middle.
And Hendrickson's watched plenty of film on Franklin to know that he can be a punishing runner.
And that he's been missed. Figured they'll go to the well with that one a few times.
I would.
Snap is a little bit high. Parrott keeps it, goes up the middle, and he is brought down.
Going to be a little bit shy, maybe a yard or two. There was almost a fumbled exchange there between Parrott and Alex Franklin, and you know, both of the guys have spent a little bit of time out due to injury, and you know, if you're not doing this every day, these skills, they're tough. I mean, it looked like, based on what I saw on the replay, Parrott just kind of mishandled the snap a little.
3rd and 2. Big play for Leander. Spread formation, Franklin in the backfield. Now Parrott looks over and gets a sign from the sidelines.
They do that little fake hard count, and then they look to the sidelines, you know, hoping that the defense jumps off sides. It looks like the Lions are burning timeout.
Lions will call another timeout here in the first quarter. 5 minutes left. Leander is trailing 7-6, but they're moving the ball down the field. It's going to be a 3rd and 2 here. So, Chuck, what's your call on this play?
Well, on 3rd and 2, what I would call is not what's in the Lion playbook, but I would line up in an I formation and have a lead blocker, and Alex Franklin follow that lead blocker. He'd pick up 2 yards. Given the offense that the Lions run, I would probably line up in a pistol with Franklin behind Parrott, and I would fake to Franklin and try to hit a play-action pass. Maybe that slant again, although the defense has been to the sideline and been coached a little bit on that slant, or maybe there's an out route that could be used. Another option would be to run Franklin on a wheel route down either sideline. The ball is essentially in the middle of the field. It's coming towards the Hendrickson side slightly, but only a little bit. It's not even on the hash.
So they come out in their semi-tight formation. 2 receivers on the far side, now man in motion. Snap is back. It is a handoff off the right side of Franklin. Up for a first down, off tackle. Drags a couple Hawks with him as they're going to move the chains.
Nicely done.
Good job by the offensive line getting that push, and Franklin right behind him picking up that first down.
You know, with little blocking, Franklin has a good chance of getting 2 yards, but the way the offensive line blocked on that play, I could have probably picked up the first down.
Debatable, but maybe, yeah, maybe
I might not have reached the hand.
We may have tripped and fallen forward for a first, but here we go again. Play action pass, looking to throw. Lots of pressure down the middle. It is up. It is tipped, and it is intercepted.
What a play by the safety. Tipped it to himself.
Brings it to the 33-yard line and brought down
by Franklin.
Looks like Franklin's going to get on the tackle chart, but
tough break there for the Lions.
Yeah, tried to go on a deep post. It was tipped. Well, let's see if we can get the number on that player.
Yeah, it's hard to see their numbers.
It may have been number 10. I think it was number 10. That is Spencer DeStefano. One-handed tip up in the air, then grabbed it right at the goal line, brought it back to the 33.
He was off balance when he did it, and the play was pretty well designed. They brought Webster in motion. He used him to block the corner who was blitzing.
And it was 10. Caught it on the replay.
So Rodriguez, swing pass out on the right. Looks like it may be a fumble. Got to jump on that. And they're going to say it was incomplete.
It took the referee a little while to make that signal and blow the whistle.
He tried to go a little swing pass out to, I believe it was number 3, Price, but incomplete. Looks like that was number 3, Price, incomplete, but looked like it may have been a lateral, but they call it incomplete. 2nd and 10 for the Hawks, 4:08 left here in the first quarter.
It was set up pretty nicely. He had some blockers out in front of him, but you got to catch the ball before you take off running.
Maybe number 2, Errant, instead of number 3. Either way, 2nd and 10 for the Hawks. Snap is back. It is a handoff off the left side. Able to turn the corner. Is going to pick up a first down. It gets pushed out of bounds.
Nice misdirection play. They had the line defense coming here to the wide side and handed it to the tailback, who was able to get the edge on the weak side.
Brzezinski able to push him out of bounds. Ball will be right at midfield. Rodriguez looking to throw on the left side. Down the sideline. It is up, and it is a little too long. Tried to go to number 9, DJ Pinkerton.
That was great coverage by Chancellor Moody there. He never turned and looked at the quarterback, stayed in the hip pocket of that receiver, and that play was designed and called immediately to get to the line of scrimmage quickly and try to catch the line corners off guard and get a quick score. Moody not to be fooled tonight.
So it brings up a 2nd and 10. Rodriguez and Errant in the backfield. It is a pull. He'll take it himself off the left side, and he is brought down by Brzezinski. Pretty good open field tackle, but he gets about 8 on that carry.
But he easily prevented a first down and maybe even a touchdown. There was a lot of open field on that side of the formation for the quarterback.
Quickly up to the line, and it is a handoff off the right side, and he's stuffed behind the line of scrimmage. Great job by the Leander defense.
They even lost a couple on that one, but this could be
46.
2-down territory if you're the
25.
Hendrickson Hawks.
Yeah, tackled by number 46. That is Claire, and also number 25, Ortiz. So it's now a 4th and 3 for the Hawks. Leander needs to get a stop here.
Yeah, they kind of knew they were going to be going for it on 4th down when they handed it off there, hoping to pick it up on 3rd.
4.
And it looks like Hendrickson's going to call a timeout, so we'll take a quick break here. Leander Lions trailing 7-6, 2:49 left here in the first. You're listening to Leander Lions football on SHN Sports.
Oh, that's unfortunate. Brzezinski was going the other way with that football.
Coach Price is out there yelling at the official, but I think they're going to call him down at the Leander 36-yard line.
And that was a pretty good decision by Joseph Rodriguez to take off there. I don't think that was the design, but there was plenty of room on that side as one of the line defenders had to go on a wheel route with the running back, and he had his back to the quarterback.
So it'll now be 1st and 10 for the Hawks.
Just watch the replay. That was close. Questionable.
It is a handoff up the middle. Brought down by number 24, Andre Burt. Picks up about 2 or 3 on that carry.
Yeah, that's one of those you wish there were instant replay in high school football, and there will be one day. The technology will catch up, and the referees will have the replays on their wrist watch. So we're not there yet.
Clock is now down inside 2 minutes here in the first quarter. Rodriguez, another handoff off the left side, and he is hit and brought down. Good job by the Leander Lions defense. Lots of pursuit over there. Brought down by number 46. That is Claire once again, along with Ortiz.
They tried to run it to the short side of the field, and the Lions did a great job of stringing it out. And like you said, the pursuit was just too much. There was nowhere to cut that back.
So 3rd and 7 now. Ball at the 33-yard line. Big 2 plays here for Leander. Defense needs to make a stop. Rodriguez looking to throw, and he is brought down.
Great pressure.
Great job by number 41 for Leander. Big sack, Joe Vasquez coming in and laying the wood, and he goes down, a loss. So Hawks are now looking at a 4th and 12. Big play for Leander right there.
He had that big offensive tackle just reeling and was able to swallow up Rodriguez. Great pressure from all the way across the front of the defense by the Lions on that play.
So 4th and 12. Looks like they're going to go for it here. See if they try and draw them off. Maybe a pooch kick of some sort. They would be punting or pooching the kick with the wind. See what happens here. See if Leander brings some pressure. And it is a pooch kick.
And it's a literal pooch.
And not a very good one at that. Went out of bounds right about the 30-yard line, so they picked up maybe 7 yards on that pooch kick. So great job by Leander Lions defense.
Yeah, they didn't even get a first down with the distance from that particular pooch kick. It's tough to ask a quarterback to line up in a pistol, which is an abbreviated shotgun to begin with, and then kick the football. You almost want them to drop back at the last second.
Yeah, there's not a lot of room to get that kick up. You had to get it up over the line and didn't go very far. So here we go.
Especially with that line pressure.
Man in motion coming across, and it's a designed run up the right side. Tries to get outside, and Parrott maybe picked up 2. Kind of ran into a wall of defenders over there on the right side trying to turn that corner.
Lions should let this clock wind down to the end of the quarter so they'll have the win for the second quarter, and it looks like it's just going to run out anyway.
And so there we go. Into the first quarter, Leander Lions trail 7-6. We'll take a quick break, and we'll be right back. You're listening to Leander Lions football on SHN Sports. Welcome back. Leander is looking at a 2nd and 8 here at the start of the second quarter. It is a pull. Parrott on the left side breaks a tackle, get outside, picks up a first down. Racing up the middle, way down into the 37-yard line of the Hawks. Great job by Parrott picking up the first down, but we got a man down in the backfield for Leander. No flags, but looks like a player is down, but a great job by Parrott using his speed, getting up the middle, and getting a big gain for Leander.
Well, and that's not somebody you want running freely in your secondary, even with the fact that he just recently came back and has been eased into the offense. There's too much speed, and he's got too much of an ability, an instinct on which way to run, and that, like I said, you don't want Aiden Parrott running freely in your secondary, and they're lucky he didn't break that for a score.
And he did a nice job taking advantage of the blocker there, too. Just bounced right around and picked up an extra 5 or 6 on that one.
Yeah, that's that instinct and vision that you hear about. Some of it can be taught to a certain degree, but for the most part, it's just a natural reaction, and why some folks are much better at carrying the football than others, and while some of us are destined to be the blockers, where the glory is on the offensive line.
So the player is getting up and exiting the field, gingerly walking off. That's a good sign. So Leander just picks up a big chunk of yardage there. It'll be at the 39-yard line.
You know, as he moves off the field, he gets a little bit more under his own power, a little bit more under his own power. It's, you know, some of those injuries, once you get up and moving around, they're not quite as bad as what they initially seem. But that's why it's important to go to the training sessions. As we've talked to earlier in the year, we talked to Coach Martinez and Coach Hendrickson at one of the coaches' shows.
Yeah, they gave a lot of insight on exactly what they do day in, day out, and how they prepare for the game. It was a nice interview to talk to them. So Leander comes out 1st and 10, 39-yard line, 11:37 left here in the second quarter. Snap is back. It is a handoff off the right side. Oh, fumbles, ball's on the ground. It's loose. Looks like Hendrickson has picked up another turnover. Just when Leander was getting started on this drive, they turned the ball over. Hendrickson gets it. They'll have another opportunity here on offense. Defense has to come out and make another stop.
It wasn't as big a hole as you would like as a running back, but as Franklin came through that hole, the defender was able to put his helmet right on the football. And it's tough even for a big, strong kid like Alex Franklin to hang on to the football when it gets knocked out by a helmet.
So Rodriguez and Arent in the backfield. Rodriguez looking to throw. Play action. Throws it deep down the sideline. Deep and long. Extended. Almost a great catch by number 3 for Hendrickson Price, but just out of his reach.
He was parallel with the ground when that ball arrived. He literally dove for about 8 yards in a Superman style trying to make that catch. Rodriguez just let him too much.
Yeah, great effort. Incomplete pass, so it'll bring up a 2nd and 10.
Yeah, that would have been one of the more incredible passes caught I've ever seen, just from the position he was in when the ball arrived.
Snap is back. It's a handoff off the left side. Breaks the tackle. Gets upfield and brought down by number 3, Moody. Picked up about 6 on that carry. So it'll bring up another 3rd down. Another big play for Leander defense.
Defense been playing pretty good to this point in the game. They've showed up big on 3rd down. We'll see if they can do it once again.
So Hendrickson comes out in a spread formation with Arent in the backfield with quarterback Rodriguez. See if Leander brings any pressure here. 3-man defensive line. Looks like they're going to bring some pressure. And it is a pass. It is thrown. It is incomplete. Good job by Moody. Good coverage. Tried to go to, I believe it was number 9. Number 8. Hard to read a number here. I think that was number 8, Holloman. Incomplete pass, so Hendrickson will bring out the punting unit. Great job by Leander defense.
Those jerseys, you would think the silver number would stand out a little better than it does on that black background. The problem is a lot of times you're looking at the player in the front of the jersey and they get bunched up there. It's hard to tell the difference between a 0, an 8, and a 9.
So Wheatley back deep. Snap is back. Kind of a soccer-style rugby kick off to the right side. Didn't go very far. Leander will have good field position. They'll put it right at the 36-yard line.
Well, they tried to fix the pooch punt, essentially. They told him to drop back and punt it, and he tried it again, and it still, while it was a little bit better punt, it wasn't more than 20 yards.
It kind of kicked it up high, and there's a little bit of a breeze and kind of got held up by the breeze that was there, but didn't kick it low enough to kind of get that soccer roll. So Leander once again on offense. They come out in the spread formation. Franklin directly behind Parrott. Now he moves over to the left side.
No,
First and 10, 10:25 left here in the second quarter. Snap is back. Quick throw out to the left. It is caught. First down, number 10 for Leander. Joaquin Garza picks up a first down. Good pass, good catch, and gets pushed out of bounds right at the 49-yard line.
Good to see them spreading the love around.
Yeah, that's a nice play to open the drive. You've got Franklin in the backfield. You know, the Hawk defense is focused on him, but you've got talent on the edges too, and they utilize that.
So Leander now with trips on the near side, Garza on the far side. Franklin offset just to the right of Parrott. Looking to throw. Rolling out to the right side is thrown. It is caught. Close to a first down. I think he's going to get it. That was number 8, Cotton, with the reception. And they will move the chains. Ball will now be at the 40-yard line.
Yeah, that was a good job by Cotton to get in the area of the zone where there were no defenders nearby, and good pass there by Parrott.
So they flip the formation. Trips on the far side now. Snap is back, looking to throw. A little bit of pressure rolling out to the left side. And he kind of fakes a little throw and maybe picks up a couple yards. So that's positive yardage.
That little fake throw was the difference between losing 2 yards and gaining 3. Great play by Aiden Parrott. He got the defender up in the air and was able to run around him, pick up a couple of 3 yards.
So Leander looking at a 2nd and 7 from the 37-yard line. Single receivers. Have their tight end and wing back in. Oh, high snap. It's on the ground. Parrott able to pick it up, but he is brought down immediately by number 44, Ethan Bell. Bad snap. I don't know, just say bad exchange.
Yeah, I don't think that was this. It may have been a little high for Aiden Parrott's taste, but it was certainly a manageable snap, and you know the Lions need to go on ahead and make sure they secure that snap before they make movement in the play. Everything's a timing play in this offense, and so everything is precision. It needs to work. So one thing is off, it can throw it off.
So they'll lose a couple. It's now 3rd and 11. Snap is back. Play action. Pressure. Throws it up. Incomplete. Just threw it out of bounds.
Yeah, he was just getting rid of that one.
Yeah, didn't have a chance there. Tried to roll out to the left, and lots of pressure by the Hawks defensive lineman. That is number 88, Braden DeRocher.
Yeah, I wonder if that is the OU commit. I thought he was more of an inside defensive lineman, but it looks like it may be the guy here on the left end, number 86.
Yeah, 86 instead of 88, I believe. 86.
Cedric Roberts.
So it's 4th and 11. Leander lining up like they're going to go for it. Trips on the near side, single receiver on the far side, and looks like Hendrickson's going to call a timeout. So 4th and 11, Chuck. I mean, you don't have a chance at a field goal. I guess you could try and punt it down and move it deep. That's kind of where we're going at. So
well, it could be a pooch punt for Leander just as easily as it could be a pooch punt for the Hendrickson Hawks, and it might not be a bad decision to do that. Pooch them down into the corner of the between the 10 and the goal line, try to pin them back. The defense has played pretty well to this point, and the offense as well. Really, all around the Lions have played a pretty good ball game.
Yeah, just been those turnovers that's haunted them this first half so far.
Well, they've been very fortunate not to have those turnovers result in points to this point in the game, and so you can overcome them if they don't result in points. It's still not good, obviously, and there's a little bit of, whether the ball is slick tonight, maybe because it's a little bit cooler, who knows, but it seems to be concentrated mostly on the Lions side of the ball. But we've seen a couple of passes drop by open Hawk receivers and some exchange problems with Rodriguez as well, so who knows.
So Leander out in their spread formation, Franklin in the backfield with Parrott. See if Hendrickson brings some pressure here. Play action, looking to throw. Lots of trouble, and Parrott basically falls down and throws it out of bounds.
There's a flag in the backfield. Looks like it may be an illegal shift on the lines.
Yep, that's going to be the call. Don't have the sound here from the field, but we'll get the signals here best we can.
I guess maybe they had 2 men in motion. Looks like the referee's getting the call from the side judge. He's going to go talk to Chip Killian, the head coach of the Hawks. See what the options are.
Well, we're sitting here at 8:56 left here in the second quarter. Leander trailing by 1, 7-6. Looks like Leander's defense is out on the field. I would imagine they would decline this penalty.
So there were 2 penalties called against the Lions. It was an illegal shift and an intentional grounding by Aiden Parrott, which the intentional grounding would be the penalty you want to accept.
Yep.
If you accept the illegal shift, the Lions would have another opportunity with the football on 4th down, likely to punt it. But now instead of having the ball potentially down inside your red zone, if you're the Hawks, you have it at midfield instead.
So the Hawks come out. Ball's on the near hash. 3 men in the backfield with Rodriguez. And it is a run up the middle, and he is hit initially, but good second effort. Picks up about 5.
Pretty nice lead play there by the Hawks as the running back followed a couple of blockers into the hole.
Yeah, I believe that running back was number 28, Nadrian Miller. So it'll be a 2nd and 5. Ball in Leander territory. It's another run off the right side, Miller, and he is brought down immediately.
Swallowed up.
Great job by number 25, Ortiz, getting upfield and dropping him back to the original line of scrimmage. It'll now be a 3rd and 10. Huge play for Leander.
Yeah, he got off of a blocker quickly to make that tackle. Otherwise, the running back, number 28, would have likely had the edge, Miller.
So ball's now on the far hash. Twin receivers on the near side for the Hawks. Now they come out and trips on the near side. Single receiver on the far side. Let's see if Leander brings some pressure here. Snap is back. Play action. It is a slip screen. It is caught. Able to break a couple tackles. Gets upfield. Going to be short of the first down by about 2 yards.
Yeah, that's one of those rub routes that you're able to knock off some defenders of that outside receiver, bringing him back towards the quarterback. Good job by the Lions secondary to stop him from getting a first down, but it looks like the Hawks will go for it.
Yeah, 4th and 2 here. Man in motion. Snap is back, and it looks like we're going to have a flag down.
Hopefully that's a motion penalty and not offsides. It's an automatic first down. Well, not automatic, but it'll result. It is against the Hawks.
So that'll move them back 5. Good break for Leander. Let's see if that changes the mind of the coaching staff, and it does. Looks like they're going to bring out the punting unit, so big play right there for Leander if they do go ahead and punt this football.
Well, it'll give Caden Wheatley an opportunity at a return. We've seen him come very close to breaking one since he's been back and taking over those duties. I'd like to see him do that tonight.
Snap is back. The kick is up. Line drive. It is caught by Wheatley at the 17. Breaks a tackle. Tries to go outside. Gets out to maybe the 22, 23-yard line. 6:51 left here in the first half. Another opportunity here for Leander. They've been able to move the ball at times. They just haven't been able to capitalize on their drives, Chuck.
Yeah, and you mentioned it earlier. Hanging on to possession of the football has been the big problem in this football game for the Lion offense. They've just been fortunate that those turnovers haven't resulted in a lot of points for the Hawks.
Twins on the near side. Parrott with the snap, and there's a handoff to Franklin's got some room up the middle, able to get down close to a little bit past the 40-yard line. They'll put it right at the 40. Good run by Franklin. picks up the first down, and they'll move the chains.
And you got a big old hole there on the left side. They're looking to where Cedric Roberts lines up, and they're running to the opposite side. And Franklin was able to pick up a nice gain there to open this drive.
Snap is back, designed run. Off the near side, picks up about 4 or 5. Good run by Parrott.
Again, number 86, Roberts lines up on the right side, lines run to the left, and are able to pick up a nice gain.
So it's 2nd and 5, clock down to 6:05 here in the first half.
Now,
Leander really needs to capitalize on this drive. They got to get some points.
Roberts is on the wide side of the field now. We'll see what the Lions do here.
Parrott running, picks up a first down, gets down inside the 45-yard line. They'll put it at the 43. Good quickness by Parrott. We've seen his feet move tonight. He's shown a lot of quickness when he's running the ball.
And they ran the opposite side of Roberts once again, and they've had a lot of success just running away from him.
So another first down for Leander. Ball is at the 43-yard line of Hendrickson. Had success running this drive. See if they maintain that. Salazar in motion. Snap is back. Hand off to Franklin, able to get around the corner. Breaks a tackle. Up close to a first down, goes out of bounds right about the 35-yard line. Be about 2 yards short of a first, but another good run by Leander.
And they ran at him that time, but he got a little bit of penetration, but the blockers stayed on him there. That's the left tackle, number 77, Noah Rodriguez, out there on the edge, it looks like. And he was able to Rodriguez is the long snapper. I'm not sure who that is over there at left tackle, but he was able
number 70. It looks like Gambino was out there.
Yeah, he did a good job of staying on the defender there, allowing Franklin around him.
Hand off to Franklin off the right side. Tries to get outside. May have picked up a yard or two. I think he's going to be 1 yard short of the first down. Let's see where they mark it.
Honestly, he was lucky to get any yardage on that play because the Hawks did a good job of stringing it out. But Franklin's strength and his speed enabled him to pick up at least a yard.
3rd and 1. I'm sure the Lions will go for it here on 2 downs, but it'd be nice to get a first down, not worry about that 4th down. Snap is back. Designed run. Looks like,
He
let's see where
got
they
it.
mark it. I think they're going to give him a first down. They will stop the clock here. It looks like
they
they are going to move the chain. So the first down for Leander. 4:34 left here in the first half. Leander trails by 1, 7-6 here at the field. Leander's getting a good drive.
Eating up clock, too, and I think that's important in this game.
Receiver running on late for Leander. Salazar in motion. It is a fake handoff. Parrott going to keep it. Got a first down. He's got some running room. He's going to trot in for a touchdown. No flags on the field. Leander takes the lead. 12-7.
And they did a methodical job. They didn't throw a single pass in that drive that I recall. It was run after run after run, and they switched sides. They ran in the middle. They ran on the edge. They ran with Franklin. They ran with Parrott, and they were very successful.
So touchdown Leander, 4:05 left here in the first half. They will bring the kicking unit on. Came out in the swinging gate, didn't like what they saw. So they come out. Rodriguez setting up for the extra point. Kick is up, and it is good. So Leander takes the lead, 13-7. Good drive by Leander. That is exactly what they needed. We'll take a quick break, and we'll be right back. You're listening to Leander Lions football on SHN Sports. We are back here at the field. Leander getting ready to kick off from the 40. Looks like the breeze has kind of died down. Not much left here tonight. But a good drive by Leander. Had a couple turnovers that stalled some drives, but they didn't on that one. They were able to drive down and punch it in. They take the lead 13-7.
Yeah, they needed that drive going into halftime, some positivity. They grabbed the momentum. Let's see if the defense can hang on to it here as we wind out the half.
Kick is up. It's going to be caught about the 8-yard line. Up to the 25, to the 30, 35. Flags go down.
Flying everywhere. As
the ball is marked right about the 38-yard line. Let's see if we get a call here. Typically that would be some type of holding penalty or a face mask, and it is going to be against the Hawks, so they will mark it back.
It's usually some type of illegal block in the back, or a hold.
It's a hold.
So that penalty will move them back. 3:56 left here in the first half.
Looks like it may push them all the way back to the 25. Make it the 24.
Yep, 24. So see if Leander can get a stop here. Rodriguez. Sorry, go ahead.
I was going to say plenty of time left, too.
So Rodriguez gets the snap, and it is a handoff off the near side. Good job by number 24, Andre Burke, coming up. He loses a yard on that.
You know, he read that play, and he wasted no time. It was like his rear end was on fire. He was so fast.
So they now put it the 23, 3:35 in the first half. Leander has used up 2 of its timeouts earlier in the game. So if they can get a stop here, maybe able to use that timeout and stop the clock. Rodriguez looking to throw, bringing some pressure, looks on the right side, throw down the sideline. It is up, and it is caught.
That was a good catch, but honestly, the Lions are lucky that didn't go for more, including a score, because that receiver, I believe that was number 80, Andrew Vargas, he had a step on the defender on that side, and if that pass had led him a little more, that could have been a score for the Hawks.
So they pick up a first down. Clock is now approaching 3 minutes. Hendrickson in their spread formation. Now they change that up and bring in a kind of a wing back off the right side. Twins on the near side. Wing back comes now in motion. Snap is back. Rodriguez looking to throw once again down the far sideline. It is up. Got a step. It is caught. The ball is out, and they're going to say incomplete.
That could have been a fumble. I mean, he almost did take at least 1, maybe 2 steps with the ball in his hand.
Yeah, it looked like he had it, and then the ball came out. I guess they had a better angle down there. Incomplete. That was a pass to number 18. That is Jaden Smith. Incomplete pass, 2nd and 10.
Lions secondary needs to make sure those receivers don't get behind them here as the clock winds down. Right now it's sitting at 2:39.
Rodriguez looking to throw again, lots of pressure, and they throw a screen pass. It is caught. Able to get outside. First down the sideline, 20-10. He's going to go in for a touchdown.
Yeah, they made the Lions pay for the pressure they've been applying through this pretty much the entirety of the first half by setting up a little bit of a screen. The Lions did have a defender there to try to make a tackle, but not quite in position, and he was able to scoot on down the sideline for the score.
Now it's number 28, Nadrian Miller. Score is tied 13-13. Extra point is up. And it is good. So Hendrickson comes back, takes the lead 14-13, 2:27 left here in the first half. Plenty of time.
Yeah, I was going to say the positive there is you still have plenty of time to answer as you go into the half. Obviously, the Lions open this game with the football. The Hawks will have the opening drive of the second half. And so you want to go in with points if you can.
So we'll see if Leander stays heavy with the run here or if they're going to mix it up and throw in some passes. It's going to be tough to move down the field unless they get some big chunks on running. So we'll see what they do here. Once again, trailing by 1. Pretty good game so far. As we talked about earlier in this broadcast, Leander kind of shot itself in the foot a couple times with some turnovers as they were moving down the field. Now they're trailing by 1.
Well, and they tried to get a 2-point conversion on the opening touchdown, and had that converted, they'd be up by 1. It's a risk you take early in the game, and it can haunt you for the remainder of the game, especially if you trade touchdowns. You need to build a lead so that you can prevent that point from really mattering down the stretch.
Kalian Jones, number 16, getting ready to kick for the Hawks. And back deep, looks like Moody and Wheatley. Kick is up. Going to be caught right about the 7-yard line. To the 20. Oh, a little bit of room just got brought down. There was a nice hole there, but good tackle by the Hawks. Otherwise, I think Wheatley was going to go for 6.
Yeah, he just missed that crease. If he would have hesitated after catching the football just a half a second, that would have opened up at the appropriate time. Unfortunately, a defender was there when he arrived in the hole. It's going to be offsides. Maybe they'll make him kick it again.
Yeah, it looks like that they're walking it back. Trying to see where the flag is on the field. I don't see it. But anyway, they're going to walk it back, and they're going to make him re-kick.
This is one of those situations where it's beneficial if you're the return team, because the kickoff team just ran a wind sprint, and now they're going to have to do it again. And someone like Wheatley or Chancellor Moody gets another crease like that one, and they hit it at the right time, it's going to be tough to bring them down.
So we'll see if they kick it deep again or if they decide to change it up and do a pooch kick, which would give Leander possibly better field position.
Yeah,
so,
it's tough to say what's going to.
So the coach is talking to the kicker, Jones, and now he's trotting back out.
The kicking game has been an adventure at all levels of football this year. You've got teams that are trying onside. You've got a lot of pooch kicks to prevent returns. But what I see more times than not on those pooches is you just give the other team pretty good field position.
Yep. So here we go. Jones is setting up. Let's see where he kicks it. And he kind of kicks it up in the middle, a little bit short. It is going to be caught at the 23. Leander gets the seam up to the 40, 43-yard line. Good return, and that was by number 32, Kyle Lavin. Nice return. So Leander's in pretty good field position. 2:14 left here in the first half.
Lavin was scooting, but they were able to close the lane down right when he was about to squirt out of it into the open. But nonetheless, a very good return, and the Lions have pretty good field position because of a pooch kick and a good return by Kyle Lavin. Don't want to take any credit away from the young man.
So Leander setting up in their spread formation. Wheatley, Salazar, Lavin, and Cotton. Franklin in the backfield with Parrott. Looks like Hawks may bring some pressure. They back off. It's going to be a pass on the left side. It is thrown up, and it is, looks like intercepted. Kind of floated the pass, trying to go to Wheatley. Pretty good job by the defender jumping in front of that, and Hendrickson gets another turnover right at their 43-yard line.
It was a good effort by Wheatley to try to get up and get the ball, and he tried to even separate the defender once he had made the catch, take the ball out of his hand, but he couldn't quite get it out of his grip. Looked like that was number 20, Ratty, Jalen Ratty.
So Hendrickson has another chance here, up by 1, 2:08 left here in the first. It is a handoff off the left side, and he is brought down by number 24, Burt, but he'll pick up about 3 or 4.
Pretty punishing tackle there by Andre Burt. It was almost like he came off the top turnbuckle.
So Hendrickson burning some clock here, letting it kind of run down. Surprised they're not trying to take a chance here down the field. They had some opportunities trying to throw the ball down the field. Maybe they will here, but clock is now down to 1:30. Spread formation. Snap is back. And it is a run, and he is caught behind the line of scrimmage. Good job by Brzezinski. And number 41 as well getting back there, Joe Vasquez.
Sondheim also there, the big sophomore. And it was a pretty good job by the running back. Which running back?
I believe it was Arrett, number 2.
Yeah, he did a good job because that could have been a much bigger loss.
So it's 3rd and 10. Surprised Leander didn't call a timeout there to stop the clock. It's now down to 50 seconds. Play clock down to 10. Rodriguez looking to throw, lots of pressure, and his little pass up the middle, kind of a screen. He has brought down, maybe picked up a yard or two. See if Leander does call their timeout, and they do.
They did. They tried to run a screen. It didn't develop like it was designed to. I think a couple of the offensive linemen didn't get the message that, hey, we're running the screen again, because they didn't release their defensive linemen and allow them to put pressure on the quarterback. And so, if you're the line coaching staff, you've noticed, if you've paid attention, the Hawks have had a little trouble with their punting game, that portion of their special teams. And so if they come out in an offensive formation, you kind of still have to be, at least in the back of your mind, thinking pooch kick. And are you telling your guys to try to block that?
Well, they do bring the kicker out, Kalen Jones. They had Rodriguez doing those pooch kicks earlier, but now they bring Jones out, the place kicker,
We'll see
and
if
he's
the block
back deep.
is on.
So Leander has a few men in the box. Wheatley back deep by himself. And there is a flag down. Looks like there's going to be
It's a motion penalty.
Motion penalties, like a 5-yard walk-off against the Hawks.
Yeah, that'll make it it doesn't really matter on a punt. And there's some complaint. Now the box moves back. Do they pick the flag up?
Well, the official just picked the ball up. They are going to move it. Let's see. It will be 4th down. They'll move him back 5.
I think the box just got a little ahead of himself. You're supposed to wait for the ball to move.
So ball's now at the 30-yard line. Wheatley back at his 30, getting ready for the kick. Jones off to the side. He kicks it. Pretty good kick. Wheatley catches it. Fair catch at the 27-yard line. 33 seconds left in the first half. See if Leander tries to run something here, if they just kind of run the clock out and go in at halftime trailing by 1.
Yeah, I think you're pretty satisfied down 1 here. I wouldn't necessarily throw any deep balls downfield at this point. I would likely try a couple of runs, and maybe if you break one, get up there quickly and try something. But other than that, I think you're contented with running out the final 33 seconds in this half.
So Parrott in a shotgun by himself.
They're set up to throw it
5
downfield.
men spread out. It is a keeper up the middle by himself, kind of a fake to the jet sweep to Franklin. They'll pick up 7 yards possibly. Quickly up to the line. 2nd and 3, 19 seconds left. Clock is running. And they run the same play, able to pick up a 1st down. That'll stop the clock temporarily.
Just
with
8
8 seconds.
Yeah.
Won't have a lot of time left here. This should be the last play of the first half. And he kills it. So the clock is now down to 4 seconds.
It should be 5, but I don't think that's going to make a difference. It's one play either way.
See what Leander tries to do here with 4 seconds left. The ball is at their 42-yard line.
Now, I know Aiden Parrott can spin it, but I'm not so sure he can spin it 65 yards in the air for a Hail Mary here. So maybe some type of hook and ladder here.
Snap it is thrown on the left side, and it is caught. Tries to go back inside, and he is brought down right at the 50-yard line.
That's going to be the half.
So Wheatley with a catch, and that'll be the first half. Leander is trailing 14-13. Pretty exciting first half. Close game. We'll have the second half coming up right after the break. I believe this is homecoming for the Hawks. So The clock is at 28 minutes, but it may go past that, so we will bring you the halftime festivities. Won't be able to hear much, but we'll show it as well. But thank you for tuning in. Mark Sickles, Chuck Cracy, Mickey Holden. You're listening to Leander Lions football on SHN Sports. We'll be back for the second half in a bit. We are back at the field. Leander Lions are trailing the Hendrickson Hawks 14-13. Just had the halftime show, homecoming here at the field. But it's been a pretty good game so far. Chuck, you have any other scores around the area that we can talk about?
Yeah, it looks like the Rouse Raiders are leading the Glen Grizzlies with about 7 minutes left in the third period by a score of 21-14, kind of a tight ball game. Cedar Park and Weiss on top of Cedar Park at half, 20-13. We'll need to keep an eye on that score. And, of course, Round Rock walloped the Vista Ridge Rangers last night by a score of 50-7.
Yep. So, Mickey, what are your thoughts first half?
Well, I like a lot of what I'm seeing. If they can play a little cleaner, keep some of those mistakes down, I think they really went toe-to-toe, and they've got a good chance to win this game.
Yeah, I like the game plan. They've kept the ball on the ground primarily. They do need to try to open it up a little bit with the pass. I'd like to see 1 or 2 deep balls thrown by the Lions to kind of stretch that defense out from the Hawks and allow the run to continue to be successful.
Yeah, I agree. I think Leander's done a pretty good job mixing it up, but yeah, let's see if they can open up the offense a little bit more, keep that defense from pursuing too much and focusing on a couple players. But we're getting ready to have the second half kickoff here. Rodriguez going to kick for Leander. If you're listening to the broadcast for this third quarter, Leander is going right to left. Rodriguez kicking off at the 40-yard line. Kick is up. It is going to be caught right about the 15. It bounces off his shoulder. He's able to pick it up. Has some room to run on the right side. The kicker comes over. Oh, great open field tackle right there by Rodriguez to stop him from going in for a touchdown. I think that muffed catch opened up the right side, but Rodriguez able to save 6 points.
You know, they have 2 returners back, and they ran into each other, both trying to field that. Like outfielders, you have to call the other guy off. That didn't happen, but the Lions, for whatever reason, the coverage broke down, and the Hawks able to start in Lion territory.
So getting first snap here in Lions territory, Rodriguez handing the ball off. Got to see him on the left side, and he's going to run in for a touchdown. Untouched, number 2, Brian Arendt. First offensive play for the Hawks, goes in for 6.
Well, and obviously they've snatched momentum with a big kick return after what was a muffed catch on the kick, and then one play from scrimmage, and as you mentioned, untouched for 48 yards in the score.
Kalian Jones getting ready to kick the extra point. And the kick is good. So Hendrickson comes out on fire the second half. In Leander territory, 48-yard run by Arendt. They go up 21-13.
Yeah, we're 20 seconds in, and there's a Hawk touchdown here in the second half. The good thing about it is the Lions are still only down 1 possession.
Yep.
It's a touchdown and a 2-point conversion, but it's still just 1 possession.
Yeah, Leander's got to keep their heads right now. Obviously, that's a disappointment. After coming out at halftime, I'm sure they were talking about adjustments and what they're going to do, and then a quick shot by Hendrickson, but lots of time left, and Leander's got to keep their heads up. They got to stay in this game right here. They need to get a drive and move down the field. They don't need to get the momentum fully with the Hawks by getting the ball back to them quickly. So we'll see what Leander does here. They've had success on their kickoff return all season long. Let's see if Hendrickson kicks it deep or if they do another shorter kick. We'll find out shortly.
Well, this part of the Lions' strategy has to be winning the time of possession game. And so far, I think they've been successful, and they're in the ball game. They need to continue that. The best way to do that is to successfully carry the football on the ground, but you have to complement that with a little bit of a passing game.
Jones kicking off from his 40. Wheatley and Moody deep. It is a deep kick. It will hit about the 1 and go into the end zone for a touchback. 11:40 left here in the third, just 20 seconds in. Hawks put up a quick touchdown, so Leander gets the ball back. Need to get that momentum, and let's move down the field.
Yeah, they need to continue to do what they were successful with in the first half, and that's not only use Alex Franklin as a primary rushing weapon, but to also use him as a bit of a decoy for Aiden Parrott and some of those receivers.
So Franklin offset to the left of Parrott. It is a handoff the right side, has a little bit of running room, got about 4 on the right side. Franklin with a decent run there to start off. First play of the second half for Leander.
Yeah, I like that as an opening play, positive yards. You give your offensive line an opportunity to put a hat on somebody and drive them off the line of scrimmage. You need to continue that.
Leander comes out 2nd and 6. Ball at their 29-yard line. Twin receivers on the near side. Franklin offset to the right. Man comes in motion across, and it is another handoff to Franklin. Has some running room off the left side. He's going to pick up a first down past the 40, up to the 44-yard line. Ran through about 3 defenders for the Hawks, but they were able to bring them down. They'll move the chains.
You know, and there's another example of the whirling dervish style of Alex Franklin. While he didn't spin around, he rolled through tackles on that run.
Ball is placed right at the 44-yard line. Flip the formation. Twins on the far side. Single receiver on the near side. Man in motion. Salazar. It is a handoff. Bounces outside. Franklin picks up some yards and runs over a couple Hawks as he's brought down by see if I can get a number here, number 10. That is DiStefano. Had an interception earlier in the game, but it brings up a 2nd and 4.
That's the kind of run that makes you not want to tackle. You do too many of those.
Clock now down to 10 minutes in the third quarter. Another handoff to Franklin on the left side. Has some room, has a first down. Got down to the 41-yard line of the Hawks. Running game is working right now, Chuck.
Yeah, that's positive, and I think you need to keep doing it until you're not successful with it. Again, you want to pepper in a pass here or there just to keep the defense honest. But one of the things I love about watching Alex Franklin run the football is how he's constantly falling forward with it.
Yeah, his great pad level when he makes contact. So Franklin offset to the right of Parrott. Gordon back in motion. It is a fake to Gordon, and Parrott tries to go upfield, and he gets upended, but picked up, maybe back to the line of scrimmage. Pretty good tackle there by the Hawks coming up and stopping that.
Yeah, backside pursuit was there, unblocked. And while there were defenders going towards Franklin, which precipitated the pulling of the football by Aiden Parrott, they had backside pursuit to pick up Parrott, and no gain.
Brings up a 2nd and 10 for Leander.
Play clock winding down.
Yep, down to 5. See if he's able to get it off. Looks like they may have to call a timeout here, and they're shifting the line, and that's what they do. You see the signal from the coach on the far sideline. That'll be a timeout, Leander.
Yeah, you couldn't really afford to lose the down there with it 2nd and 10, but at the same time, you can't, you're limited on those timeouts, and in a tight one-possession ball game down the stretch, those could be very, very valuable to your opportunity to pull this win out. So we'll see if that costs the Lions later by having to call this, but 25 seconds between plays, it moves quickly.
It does. But this is one of those mistakes that I was mentioning. This is the third time just in this game, and that can come back to bite you. Keeping an eye on that clock is going to make a big difference.
In the first half, the Lions had the ball with, about a half a minute left. Had they had some timeouts, they might have tried to move it down the field and get at least a Rodriguez field goal attempt in, but no timeouts because they had to burn them earlier in the half. And so we see a little bit of that now. Hopefully it won't come back to haunt us.
So Leander heads back out. Twins on the near side. H-back, wing-back on the far side with the tight end. Comes in motion, heavy on the left side. Snap is back. Is a pass quickly over the middle, and it is caught. Great job, and that is number 15, Peyton Gordon, with the reception.
Yeah.
Good play call right there. We were kind of talking about that at halftime, but good job hitting him
That is
up the
exactly
middle.
the play you were saying should be run, Mark, off a play action.
So here we go, 1st and 10. Hand off to Franklin. Gets turned inside and maybe gets up to the line of scrimmage. Thrown down hard at the end of the play. No flag. Let's see if they give him. Looks like they're going to mark it.
About a yard loss.
Yeah, about a yard loss. I think you're right. So it'll be 2nd and 11. Clock now down under 8 minutes.
The Lions need to get down to the 17 for a first down.
So burning some time off the play clock here as they set their offense. Looking over the sideline. Play clock is now down to 9.
Watch Salazar here wide on the wide side.
It is a handoff to Franklin. Tries to bounce outside and turns it up. Picked up about 3 or 4, but that'll bring up a 3rd and long for Leander. Ball will be at the 25-yard line. Probably be like a 3rd and 8.
Yeah, that's but it's manageable, and this is probably 2-down territory. But given that the wind has died down, you might run Rodriguez out here and try to make up for that missed extra point earlier in the failed 2-point conversion, I should say, from the opening line drive.
Yeah, it may come down to this play, how much they get. Snap is back, and it is a rollout on the left side. Parrott's going to turn it up, tries to get some blocking, cuts it up. He gets right down. It looks like he's going to have a first down. It's going to be close. I think they're going to mark it for a first down. We'll see.
It's going to depend on the spot. It looks like he may have enough, and he does.
Got it.
Yep, they will move the chains. And that
Great individual effort there by Aiden Parrott.
Yeah, good blocking on the outside down here as well to free him up for that extra yard just to get a little bit in the way of that defender. So Lions have a 1st and 10, clock down to 6:40 in the 3rd. Ball is at the 17-yard line. They now shift over heavy on the left side of the offensive line. Snap is back. It is a handoff to Franklin. Makes a quick move, cuts up, spin move. All that, he looks like he picked up about 2 yards. He ran about 10, but picked up about 2, Chuck.
Well, he ran about 3 yards in the hole, back and forth, and pretty impressive moves for a big fella.
So they'll give him 1 on that carry.
I'm giving him 2 on the scoreboard.
Yeah, I think so.
Just on effort.
So we come out in the formation, twins on the near side. 3 receivers spread out on the far side. Ball's on the near hash. Parrott in a shotgun by himself. Now man comes back in motion. That jet sweep, he keeps himself up the middle. Has some room. He gets down to about the 10-yard line.
Close to the first
Loses his
down, a
helmet.
few yards shy. That means he'll have to come out of the game.
Yep, helmet comes off, and Parrott is trotting over to the sideline. And it looks like Berkman is now coming in. 3rd and 3. Huge play here for Leander. If they can pick up a first down or a touchdown, then they won't have to think about whether they're going to kick a field goal or not.
Yeah, you want to try to get a touchdown here as best you can. You may even go for it on 4th down in this situation.
So Berkman in the backfield with Franklin, man in motion. Peyton Gordon goes off, and he drops it. Ball's on the ground. Hawks come up with it. Unbelievable.
That's the kind of unfortunate thing that can happen when you have to switch your quarterback out, and that was a simple rule violation because the helmet came off of Aiden Parrott. He had to come out for 1 play, and the Lions, having burned a timeout earlier in this drive, resisted burning a timeout to allow him to come in and play. Berkman coming off the bench a little bit cold and unable to handle the snap, and now the Hawks have it. Yet another turnover.
Still trailing by 8, 21-13, 5:03 left here in the 3rd quarter. Disappointing. Good drive all the way down to inside the 15-yard line, and then a turnover. So Leander defense has to step up again. Snap is back, and it is a handoff. Has some running room up the middle, and he is tackled by number 45 for Leander, Earthman.
That was a really big hole to run through.
picked up a first down. The ball will be right at the 25-yard line.
There was not a line defender within 3 yards of the running back when he crossed the line of scrimmage, and you got to stay in your gap. There has to be gap integrity against the run.
And we've seen the Leander defense do a pretty good job on errant when they can hit him at or behind the line of scrimmage. But if he gets up in that field, he's got the speed to go the distance. Play action, rolling out to the left side, down the sideline, looking for a fly route, and it is in and out of the hands.
That's a similar play to the one in the first half where the receiver had to lay out because the pass was a little bit too long. He did get past the defender. That was Brianne Arendt on that route.
I think that was Price.
Number 3.
Price?
Yeah, Maurice Price, number 3. Yeah, I just saw it with the binoculars here, number 3 instead of 2. But yeah, he had some he got behind the defender. The ball was just a little bit too long. Good effort, but incomplete. So 2nd and 10 for the Hawks.
Lions still applying pretty good pressure on the quarterback, Rodriguez.
And it is a good sack. Good job. Oh, yeah, and they are going to call him dead. But once again, number 41, great game tonight by Joe Vasquez, getting in the backfield, getting a sack.
And big loss on that play of 5 yards. It's going to make it 3rd and 15 for the Hawks. And the Lion offense, they can get back on the field with a good play here from the defense.
Yeah, 3rd and about 15. Clock now down to 3:50 here in the 3rd. It looked like a kind of a play action to number 2, Price, but as soon as he pulled the ball back, Vasquez had him in his grip and played the call dead. It's a big 3rd down here for Leander. Need to get a stop. Looks like they may bring some pressure. Play action. Rolling to the right, looking to throw. It is up and it is caught, but it's going to be short of the first down. They'll mark it right about the 31-yard line. It will be about 4th and 4.
Yeah, it's time to punt if you're the Hawks. You got an 8-point lead. You're on your side of the field. Unless you've got some kind of fake that you want to run to keep this drive going, you really need to turn the ball back over to Leander. And Leander is itching to get the football back after that turnover inside the red zone.
Yeah, nice job by the defense holding him, making him bring the punting unit out. Wheatley is back about his 38-yard line. Snap is up. Kick, high kick. Turning over, Wheatley catches it right about the 30. Tries to go down the right sideline, gets out right about the 40-yard line.
Pretty nice return, considering the coverage and the fact that where Wheatley fielded it limited his ability. He was pretty limited to just a third of the field over there on the Lions sideline to return that.
So if I remember, I think Leander's had 3 turnovers and a muffed punt. Is that what we've had tonight? They're only trailing by 8. So that's where we are tonight. Turnovers have killed them on offense.
Credit the defense on that, and the fact that some of those turnovers have been deep in Hawk territory when they gain the possession of the ball, not deep in Lion territory. But good work by the defense tonight to hold the Hawks.
So it looks like Hawks may bring some pressure up on the defensive line. Gordon in motion. It is a handoff to Franklin. Gets a couple yards off the right side. They'll give him 2. Then he gets pushed back. Looks like number 86 and number 88, that's Roberts and DeRocher on the tackle. Clock is now down to 2:22 in the 3rd quarter.
Still a lot of football to be played here. Lions have plenty of time, but you want to see them drive down, at least cut into this lead, if not tie it up.
So 5 receivers for Leander, no one in the backfield except Parrott. It is a fake jet sweep. Parrott up the middle, has enough for a first down. Gets brought down by about 7 or 8.
He's still not down.
And he's still not down. Yeah, way to spread him out on offense. Kind of that little fake jet sweep. And he takes it up the middle for a first down. Good play call.
And Parrott had to come out again, not sure why, but he was pulling his helmet off as he exited the field and Berkman back in.
He was getting slammed pretty hard from all directions.
So once again, 5 receivers. Berkman by himself in the backfield. Shotgun formation. Snap is back. and he tries to take it himself, and he gets thrown to the ground by number 86. Didn't have a chance. That's Cedric Roberts. Loses a yard on that one.
Yeah, that's the Oklahoma commit we talked to Coach about on Monday, and you got to get a hat on him and maybe 2 on every play. Otherwise, he'll create havoc.
So Parrott comes back in the game. Berkman heads out to the sideline. Once again, it looks like 4 receivers with Franklin in the backfield. Trips on the near side. 2nd and 12. Looking to throw. There it is. It is a slant, and it is caught for a first down by number 14 for Leander. Good catch. That's Aiden Parker. Good throw, good catch. They'll move the chains.
Yeah, that's one of those slant routes. He was able to get separation from his defender. Good pass.
Looking again to throw on the right side, down the right sideline. It is up. It is out of
That's
bounds,
gonna
but
be
a flag is
interference.
down.
Yeah, he pushed the receiver out of bounds. You can kind of run beside them and guide them out of bounds, but you can't put your hands on them and shove them out of bounds, and that's what happened there.
Yeah, Cotton was trying to go down the far sideline and just rode him out of bounds, and that should be a penalty. Now they're talking to Coach Price.
Looked like there was a jump early, too. But
Let's see what the call
didn't
is
see a
here.
flag.
Both on the defense.
We've got an
it was,
offsides, and it will be pass interference. So they'll take the pass interference. That'll move them down further.
Back inside the red zone. Let's see if we can capitalize this drive and hang on to the football here primarily.
Yeah, need to focus and cover that ball.
Free play paid off.
Hand off to Franklin, runs into a bunch of players. He kind of stutters, and goes out to the left side and picks up a couple. Pretty good run with what he was up against, that defensive line.
It almost looked like he bounced off a wall of defenders and then, took a step to the side and was able to pick up a couple of yards.
So stacked heavy on the right side. Almost got Hawks to jump off sides. 2nd and 8. And the quarter ends. So as we end the third quarter, Leander is trailing by 8. Before we go to break, let's give a shout out to the Leander Lions Football Booster Club sponsors, Thrive Realty, our platinum sponsors, Modern Shade, PK Custom Pools, Quality Moving and Storage, and LOA Construction and Roofing, and our gold sponsors, Funk.com. Well, Chuck, we got 1 quarter left, trailing by 8. Leander's been, I would say, almost dominating, like you talked about earlier, the time of possession. Yeah. I think looking at the total yards on the field, I would say Leander is a lot more than Hendrickson, but trailing by 8.
Well, Hendrickson has something the Lions really haven't had tonight, and that's the big play. We saw a run for 48 yards to open this half. They've had a couple of big plays from the first half as well, deep balls. But for the most part, the Lion defense has showed up big tonight. The offense is moving the ball. It's the turnovers that are really hurting the Lions here and ending drives. In the past, sometimes it's a penalty, sometimes it's a good defense that ends the drive. But tonight, it's really been on the Lions. They've turned the ball over and ended at least 3 drives tonight.
Well, and each time of those that happened, they were in scoring zone. I mean, they were 10, 20 yards in, and really easily that next play could have been the score.
Well, they'll need to be successful here. Ball inside the red zone once again.
Yeah, ball sitting at the 15-yard line. 2nd and about 3. And let's see, now
they're fixing it. I wasn't going to say anything, but I had it as 2nd and 8.
Yeah,
so I think they've got the chains wrong.
I think the
box is correct, but the chains were wrong.
There we go. So now they're shifting down. I think they're going to put it at. Now they're still moving it. Now they're not really sure where to put it. So it is 2nd and 8. Ball's at the 15. I was kind of go with it
Well,
too.
you know,
If it's
there's
second and two, we'll
there's
take it.
supply chain issues all over the country and the world, but there's also supply chain issues with referees. I talk to them all the time, and they're having problems filling roles.
So here we go. 2nd and 8 on the 15. H-back wing on the left, Twins on the right. Snap is back and looking to throw into the corner of the end zone. It is up. It is a little too far. Tried to throw it to Parrott.
There's a little bit of hand checking going on between Parrott and the defender, but no call on that. And Parrott couldn't seem to get any separation.
Yeah, Berkman was in at quarterback there. Tried to throw a little kind of a slant, kind of a flag route as he was trying to get into the end zone a little too far. Incomplete, so that'll bring up 3rd and 8.
Yeah, you don't convert here. I think you seriously consider the field goal.
So Twins on the near side, single receiver coming in motion. That's Gordon. Snap is back. Parrott rolling to the right. Lots of pressure. He throws it. It is incomplete. Tried to go to
That could
Gordon.
have also been interference. A flag
There it
finally
is.
did come in. He was all over the receiver's back. Unless that wasn't a flag, it just happened to be something thrown out. I'm not sure what it is. That a flag? Or did somebody throw something onto the field?
It looks like it just never opened up. 'Cause, yeah,
The
he was
referees are
knocked
just
down to the back.
and the referee does pick up the flag. That is the skinniest flag. It looks like he's got rubber bands around.
Yeah, something happened. It looked like it was kind of a little marker, like he was throwing a cap or something down, a lot smaller. But
So it's a first down.
that'll bring up a 1st down for Leander, and that's exactly what they needed. So 1st and 10, ball at the 14. Parrott, play action, looking to throw, corner of the end zone. It is up and deep, out of bounds. Tried to go to Salazar, threw it out of bounds, incomplete, and now we have a little bit of contact by the receiver and defender on the far side. No flag was thrown, thankfully. So it'll be 2nd and 10 for Leander.
Might have been incidental contact.
Knocking him to the ground.
Yeah,
I think
incidentally
so.
knocked you down.
Didn't see you, just kind of ran into you and pushed you down, but I didn't see you.
I was blocking you even though I was on the opposite side of the field.
So
Yeah, you
big
didn't see that elbow.
Yeah, big series for Leander. It is now 2nd and 10. Need to capitalize on this drive. Gordon in motion. Snap is back. Handoff. Franklin got a little bit of room. Oh, but good open field tackle. He spins, gets down to
There's a
maybe
flag
the
over
10,
there,
and there's
though.
a flag down as well inside the 10-yard line.
Could
Multiple flags.
potentially be a hold on the receiver on that side.
They are marking spot, so it makes me wonder if there's something going on against the Hawks.
Will be a hold against Leander, so that will push them back.
Unless it's declined, which would force a 3rd down. But I would accept the penalty here. Looks like that's what the Hawks will do as well.
Yeah, tough break for Leander. Haven't seen a lot of penalties, and that one's kind of a costly one as it pushes him back.
Well, if Leander had demonstrated more effectiveness throwing the ball tonight, that makes that decision to accept this penalty a little tougher because you move the ball back, you give a little bit more room for route runners. But the Lions haven't been overly scary throwing the football tonight. It's the run game that they've been successful with.
So it'll be a 2nd and about 17, maybe 18. Ball's at the 21. Game clock is down to 11:22 and rolling. Leander trailing by 8.
Lions can get a first by getting to the 4.
Salazar in motion. Snap is back, play action. Parrott looking, turning, running on the left side, down the sideline, gets to about the 11-yard line. Pretty good play. Cut that in about half of what they needed, but it'll bring up a 3rd down. Looks like they're going to put it right about the 11.
Parrott's got the kind of speed that's scary when he gets on the outside, but that Hawk defense pursuit has got that kind of speed, and they were able to cut off what could have been a touchdown under normal circumstances for Aiden Parrott.
Leander is looking at a 3rd and 6.
It's going to be decision time if you don't convert here. Big
on the
decision.
11-yard line. Twins on the near side, single receiver on the far side. Gordon now in motion, and it looks like Leander is going to call a timeout once again. Yep, play clock was running down. So timeout, Leander will do the same. You're listening to Leanderlands Football and SHN Sports. We'll be right back. Well, we are back here at the field. 11:01 left in the ball game. Leander's looking at a 3rd and 6 on the 11-yard line, trailing by 8. Big play here for the Leander offense. Oh, ball is dropped, picks it up, throws it. It is, and the receiver falls down. He would have been short of the first down. That was trying to go to Lavin. The ball's a little bit behind him. He slipped on the turf, fell down, 4th down. Looks like they're going to bring the kicking unit out.
Yeah, that's a tough break for the Lions, and I think it made the decision to go for a field goal here a little easier, that you got no gain on that 3rd down play.
So the ball's on the left hash. Rodriguez in to kick. It will be a 28-yard field goal. Snap is back. Hold. The kick is up. It is no good.
Wow.
It looks like he pushed it to the right side of the goalpost, so no points for Leander. Tough break. They were moving down the field once again, but just are unable to get in the end zone.
Yeah, those offensive drives have been long. They've eaten a lot of clock up tonight, but once they get into the red zone, they've broken down either by turnovers or, in this case, a missed opportunity with a field goal.
So once again, the defense is out on the field. 10:51 left. There's still plenty of time.
Well, and defense has been very successful tonight in holding off the Hawks. So they're going to have to step up one more time and give
at least one more
Looks
time.
like it's going to be man-to-man coverage on the outside, and it is a handoff to Arendt. Gets about 7 or 8 on that run off the left side.
Brzezinski.
Yeah, pretty good blocking on that side for Aaron.
So Brzezinski on the tackle. It'll bring up they got about 6. 2nd and 4. Playing tight. Looks like man-to-man coverage on the outside. Clock is now down to 10:23.
I'm good with man-to-man, but you can't let them get behind you.
No, and you can't let the quarterback have a lot of time back there if you're going to play tight man-to-man. So Rodriguez gets the snap, and he looks like a little pitch back to him. Kind of a little trick play it looked like. He was able to pick up enough for a first down off of the – looks like my vision, Chuck, correct me if I'm wrong. I don't know if he faked a pitch and caught it or they flipped it back to him. It was hard to tell from this angle, but he picked up a first down.
Yeah, I think he must have faked it because I was following the running back, and I never saw him with the ball. So
No, he held it.
Pretty good sleight of hand there by Rodriguez.
Enough to pick up a first down. Ball is now at the 34-yard line, 1st and 10. It is a handoff, breaks a tackle, makes another man miss out to the 45, makes another man miss, and goes down inside Lion territory down to the 43-yard line. A good run by number 28, Miller. We've seen him tonight. Tough to bring down.
You know, the Lions had an opportunity to have him at the line of scrimmage, but were unable to bring him down. Good run by Nadrian Miller.
Number 41 on the stop, but we have a player down. Save the tackle.
Yeah, the Lions are going to, have to dig deep here as we're getting deep in the game. The defense has been battling this entire time, and as you wear into the fourth quarter, you get more and more tired, and you're just going to have to dig deep and try to get a stop here. The last thing you can afford to do is give the Hawks points. Even a field goal here puts you down by 11.
Yeah, good hustle by Vasquez, getting down the field from his defensive end position to come back and make that tackle. Otherwise, I think he would be going in for a touchdown.
Oh yeah, he had a lot of green in front of him.
Yep.
So big series here for Leander. 9:28 left in the ball game. Ball is now at Leander's 43-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Hawks. Letting the play clock run down quite a bit. Snap is back. It is a handoff. Picks up enough to get close to a first down. I think he'll be about a yard short. Miller with another carry picked up about 9 on that one.
And it looks like the Hawks are just going to run straight at the teeth of the Lion defense. It's almost if they sense that the Lions defense is a little bit gassed here late in the ball game.
Rolling out to the right, throwing back to the left. It is caught, and he is knocked down immediately by Brzezinski. He was able to see that, and he laid him out. Great open field tackle. Way to read it. Big play by Leander defense.
I've been saying for a long time that Brzezinski is the best football name in our program, and he showed it with that tackle there.
He's had a solid night.
And that's a big play because that now brings up a 3rd and 7. Ball's now at the 40. He was not fooled by Rodriguez rolling out to the right, throwing back to the left. He saw it all the way. Great defensive play. So it looks like we're going to be a man-to-man defense on the 3 receivers. Rodriguez trying to hand off the left side. Leander holds him short of the first down. It's going to be about a 4th and 3 at the 30. See where they mark it, maybe the 37-yard line.
Yeah, decision time here for Chip Killian.
I think they go for it.
It's in no man's land. The problem is you're only up 8. You don't convert here. You give the Lions a short field. So you kind of have a choice here. You can either play keep away by converting it or risk giving the Lions pretty good field position.
4th and 4. Man in motion. Oh, and there is movement on the left side, so that will move them back another 5 yards. That's huge.
That'll probably make the decision for Chip Killian.
Yep, and they will bring the punting unit out. So great break for Leander. They'll get another opportunity here on offense.
Got Wheatley back to try to get a return here. Haven't had much success here on the punt returns. There were a couple of pooch punts that were short, but since they brought the punter in, he's boomed it.
Oh, high snap. It's over his head, down to the 30. He picks it up. Leander brings him down at the 25-yard line. Great job by number 25, Ethan Ortiz, making a huge play for Leander.
And the punter for Hendrickson, number 16, Kalen Jones, almost made the same mistake that Rodriguez made. He tried to pick it up and get a punt off. He's lucky he didn't get his leg moving forward because that could have resulted in points for the Lions. But right now they've just got it in great field position.
Yeah, they've got to take advantage of this series right here. They've been turning the ball over. They're at the 27-yard line, 7:09 left here in the ball game, trailing by 8. Got to get a touchdown here, or at least 3 points quickly.
Yeah, I think at this point you got to get it in the end zone. 7 minutes. You don't spend a lot of time in short drives in the Lion offense. So,
snap is back. It is throw out to the left, and it is caught. Gets upfield, 20, 15-yard line, first down.
Stout.
Damian Stout with a little swing pass on the left side. Caught it in stride. Able to move the chains. Franklin comes back in the field, but nice play by Stout, getting that reception and turning upfield.
Then great blocking by the receivers out there. Joaquin Garza on the edge was able to pick up that corner and allow Stout to cut right up inside for a nice gain.
First and 10 on the 15. Game clock is down to 6:42. Trips on the near side. Franklin offset to the right of Parrott. Parrott rolling, turning upfield. Just gets brought down by number 44 for the Hawks. That is Ethan Bell. Pretty good tackle. Otherwise, I think he may have gone in.
Yeah, he had open field beyond Bell, but Bell got a hold of his waist and did not let go and spun him to the ground, prevent a touchdown.
2nd and 7. Game clock down to 6:10. Play clock down to 15. A little bit of confusion on the Leander setting up. Snap is back. And a flag is down as Parrott goes inside the 5, inside the 3.
It would be a first down depending on the penalty, and from where it was thrown, it's possibly an illegal shift. It is. So he was moving the receiver out, and he didn't allow him to set for a full second before he brought him back in motion, and that's the penalty.
So that'll mark off 5 against Leander.
It'll stay second down, though.
So with the penalty, they
Which
put it
downs
at the,
are maybe more important than yards at this point.
Yeah, they put it at the 17-yard line, 2nd and 12.
We need a red zone rally here.
So they start the play clock. Trips on the far side. Wheatley on the near side by himself. Franklin in the backfield. Snap is back, looking to throw. Lots of pressure. Breaks through. If he can get around that guy, he's got some room. 10 to the 5, down to the 3. Great blocking downfield by number 11, Caden Wheatley. But great job by Parrott to get down inside the 5-yard line. And there's a play. They're going to stop the play clock right now. Injury on the field.
Wheatley he didn't even know what the play was. He was waving his arms to the sideline before the snap to get the play. And when he realized he wasn't going to have the play, he ran forward. He looked over his shoulder, and when he saw Parrott break through, he picked up that corner and threw a great block. And it looks like he may be down as a result. But that was great blocking by the wide receiver.
So with that, Leander will have a 1st and goal at the 3. 5:17 left here in the ballgame, trailing by 8. We have a player down on the field, so we'll take a break here. Great end to this game. Let's see if Leander can take advantage of this opportunity. We'll be back after the break. At the field, Leander trailing by 8, 5:17 left in the ballgame. Joaquin Garza in at quarterback. Looks like they're bringing the heavy set in.
Jumbo.
Let's see if they try and run up the middle and get a good push. We saw that earlier in the season. Leander's got to put 6 on the board here.
Yeah, there's only a little over 5 minutes left in the game.
So they are bunched up tight. Garza, and it looks like he's getting
He may
close.
have got in. It is a touchdown.
Touchdown, Joaquin Garza. Good job by getting in the heavy set, jumbo line. They were able to get the push. Caught Hendrickson, I think, a little bit off guard there, but great job getting that touchdown. That is exactly what Leander needed. They are now trailing by 2, and they will go for it here.
I don't think they
Yeah,
expected such a quick snap.
You really got to convert here, obviously. If not, you're going to be looking at a potential onside or a hopeful quick stop by your defense.
So Berkman is now in at quarterback. Trips on the left, single receiver on the right, Franklin in the backfield. All the Hawks basically on the line of scrimmage here. Big play. Snap is back and
timeout.
Play clock.
Let's see, what are they doing? Are they resetting the play clock?
Yeah, I think.
Yeah, I think that play clock was a little bit quick.
Yeah, it was the play clock from the prior play continuing down.
Exactly.
So here we go again, going for the 2-point conversion. Berkman gets the snap, looking to throw. Quick slant, and it is caught by Salazar.
Defender fell down. Salazar just walked in. Great catch.
Nice route. Defender is on the ground. Salazar catches a ball. It is a tie game, 21-21. 5:06 left here in the ball game. Great drive by Leander, able to put points on the board and the 2-point conversion, Chuck.
Yeah, and it's time. That defense has shown up time and again tonight, and you're going to put it on them one more time here. 5:06. You know, we've seen how explosive the Hawks can be, but ultimately, time and time again tonight, the Lion defense has shown up big, and you hope for that once again.
Yeah, great job by Leander.
If you can avoid overtime by a great defensive stand here, getting the ball back, or Rodriguez field goal or whatever, that's what you want. The Lions, one of the problems that we've faced over the last decade is depth. And late in games and when you get into overtime, that can be an issue.
So here we go. We got a great ball game here at the field. Tied up now, 21 all, 5:06 left in the ball game. Rodriguez is going to be kicking from the near hash on the 40-yard line.
Leander owns momentum. They need to hold on to it.
And back deep is number 3 and number 28. That is Price and Miller.
I'd almost try to get Rodriguez to kick this into that open area, but it looks like the Hawks are going to drop back into that area, so never mind. Kick it deep out of the end zone if you can.
The kick is up. It is a pooch kick on the right side. Caught, almost out of bounds. Able to break a tackle, gets upfield to the 43-yard line.
Yeah, you got to make that tackle. There was almost like there was a little bit of confusion, like he thought the play had been whistled dead, but no.
It was 44 on the tackle.
That is Bert Holyfield. So 1st and 10 for the Hawks.
They got good field position.
Yep, just inside 5 minutes left in the game. Ball is at their 43-yard line.
Probably just need to get inside the 25 for an attempt here.
Rodriguez hand off to
There's
Aaron
a hold
on the left side
edge.
and
No
breaks a
flag.
tackle, and he is brought down by Moody and also Ortiz at the end.
I can't believe there isn't a flag.
Yeah,
That was
there should have
blatant.
been a flag call. Look, you can even see Cedillo's jerseys almost pulled off the shoulder there. It was at the point of attack, which is where you have to call that flag.
So it looks like,
It should be 2nd and 1.
yeah, they're now moving the chains back. I think they're a little confused on where, there it is. So now it is 2nd and 1. Snap is back. It is a handoff to the left side, able to get a first down, breaks a tackle, and moves out to about the 40-yard line. Finally brought down by Ortiz. Another decent run by Miller, number 28.
And Preston Perrine's jersey's pulled off as well. As you can see, there's a lot of tugging and pulling going on the Hawks side of the football, yet no yellow flags have been thrown.
Well, what's that they say? If they don't call it, do it.
That's true.
So 1st and 10, play clock or game clock now down to 3:50. Snap is back. Quarterback keeper up the middle. And he is tackled by number 24, Bert. almost slipped out, but able to hold on to him and bring him down. He was able to pick up a few on that. It'll now be 2nd and 7. Yeah, this is the one stand that the defense has to make here. They've been doing it all game long.
Yeah, you can almost ill afford to give up even one more first down because you put the Hawks in almost field goal range.
It is a run up the middle. Picks up about 6 on that. I think he's going to be short of the first down by about a yard.
Burt took his feet out from under him.
Big play here on 3rd down for the
So
Lion
it's going to be,
defense.
3rd and 2 now for the Hawks. Game clock is now down to 2:50. Getting the call from the sideline, letting some of that play clock burn off. Handoff up the middle. Aaron,
They stopped him.
I don't think he got it.
They
He's going to
stopped
be
him.
short. I think he may have gotten back to the original line of
They
scrimmage.
may have even lost about a half a yard.
So it's going to be 4th down now. Big play for the Hawks. Game clock to 2:20. Play clock is down to 25.
They have all 3 of their timeouts. This might be the time that you want to burn one. Looks like they're bringing in their jumbo package.
Yep, 4th and 3 here. Yeah, they may let this play clock or game clock run down. It is now within 8-7. So
Yeah,
I
they're
think
gonna
they're
be
going to let it
burning
run
the
down
timeout.
and call the timeout here. That'll also give the Leander defense time to regroup and talk about what they see, especially if they were bringing the jumbo group out. So huge
Give them
play
a chance
here.
to rest too.
Yep,
you know.
huge play here for both teams with the tie game.
Just a couple of minutes of a good blow for your defense can make all the difference for one play.
All tied up 21-21. We've got a great game here.
While we have a moment, I would like to give a shout out to the Leander Band. They're going on to their big competition of the year tomorrow at San Antonio. It's considered the other Grand National. Isn't technically, but it's a super regional, and some of the best bands in the country come to compete. So wish them luck tomorrow, and hope they do well.
We know they'll do well. That is an excellent group of kids and a group of staff that teaches those.
So
guys.
so while we're waiting for this play here, Rouse ended up winning over Glenn 24-21, and we have a tie game, Weiss and Cedar Park 20-20 with 8:58 left in the ballgame. So the Hawks head back out on the field, tight formation, 4th and 3, 1:53 left in the game. Snap is back, quarterback keeping it himself.
He got it.
Looks like he's got a first down. That was not the quarterback. That was a direct snap to number 44.
Yeah, caught him off guard a little bit. Lions focused a little bit more on Rodriguez, and when the snap went by him, that was enough.
And that was Bell, kind of offset to the left side, direct snap to him. He was able to get enough for a first down. Game clock is now down to 1:30. 1st and 10 for the Hawks. Trips on the near side, single receiver on the far side. Errant in the backfield. Rodriguez looking to throw, rolling to the left, pressure, throw into the end zone. It is
Not even
out of
close.
bounds, incomplete. Pretty good effort from the receiver trying to turn and keep his feet in. That was is that 9?
It is 9.
Number 9. DJ Pinkerton, but incomplete, and it stops the clock at 1:18, 2nd and 10.
Yeah, that pass from Rodriguez was just too far outside of the boundary there. And decent enough coverage there from the Lions, and it looks like one of the Lions just went down.
Yeah, it looks like we may have a cramp out here by one of the cornerbacks. So why don't we take another shout-out timeout here for the Leander Lions Football Booster Club sponsors, the platinum sponsors, Thrive Realty at thriverealty.com, 512-379-7553. Modern Shade at modernshadeLLC.com, 512-385-4100. PK Custom Pools at pkcustompools.com, 512-791-5526. Quality Moving and Storage, austintxmovers.com, 512-300-9543. And LOA Construction and Austin Roofing at loaconstruction.com, 512-817-2293. And our gold sponsor, funk.com, 737-808-3909.
You know, the Hawks really need about 10 more yards to get an easier attempt. Right now the ball's marked at the 27. A field goal is going to be about, right now it's about a 45-yarder if they get no more yards with 1:18 left.
So Miller's in the backfield with Rodriguez. It is a handoff up the middle, and he is stuffed.
Dropped for a loss.
Behind the line of scrimmage by number 42, Perrine getting into the backfield and dropping Miller. Huge play. Clock is stopped, and now it's rolling again at 1:01. Third and about 13.
Yeah, they'll probably make one throw downfield here. They've got timeouts. If they can even, pick up 8 or 10 yards, they can burn a timeout and run their field goal unit out.
So 3rd and 13. Snap is back, looking to throw. Got some time. Down the middle. It is up, and it is caught. Post pattern, and it is complete for a touchdown. That is number 9, DJ Pinkerton with the touchdown catch. 36 seconds left. Hawks are up 27-21 with the extra point pending.
Well, you got to, the game's not over, obviously. The Lions have kick return, and they'll have a couple of plays offensively.
And the kick is good, so now the score is 28-21 Hawks, 36 seconds left.
But you've got to really give credit to the Lions tonight. They've had a tough go here in the middle stretch of the season. They started out really well, had a heart-wrenching loss at home to Manor that really should have been a win for the Lions to open district play, and ultimately ran into a rough patch of, injuries, mistakes, really good football teams, which this district is loaded with. But they've still not given up on the season. They haven't given up on tonight's ball game. They still have their opportunity in front of them. It's just a really tight window at this point to try to pull a win out tonight.
Still have a chance.
As long as there's a second on that clock, there's a chance, and you possess the football. And we'll see what kind of kickoff the Hawks decide here. Are they going to try to kick it deep and allow a deep returner, or are they going to try to get a squib kick where the clock starts burning?
Yeah, no one in the middle of the field. Now Leander kind of shifts, puts a couple people in the middle of the field. Kalian Jones getting ready to kick. And it is a high kick into the middle of the field, and it is caught at the 20. And he gets brought down at the 22-yard line. Clock stops at 30 seconds. So Leander has one timeout left. They have the ball, trailing by 7, 30 seconds left in the ball game.
And they've got quite a bit of real estate to negotiate. And given that the attack has been run-centric tonight, we'll see if they can do something here in the air. We've been wanting them to pepper those passes throughout, and they've had some moments, but we'll see here at the all-important moment.
Trips on the near side, Parrott in at quarterback, single receiver on the far side. Snap is back. Got some pressure, and he just tries to throw it. I think they're going to say it is incomplete. Had a lot of pressure and almost a fumble, but his arm was moving forward, so that'll be an incomplete pass. 22 seconds left here. 2nd and 10.
Yeah, that was good pressure by the Hawk defense to force Parrott up into the pocket and then flush him out entirely.
See if the Hawks bring pressure here once again. Same formation, trips on the near side, single receiver on the far side. Play action, looking to throw, lots of pressure, and Parrott goes down at the 22. You're going to have to burn that timeout right here.
And they do.
Did not have any time right there. 3-man defensive line putting some pressure on, so Leander will be looking at a 3rd and 12, 16 seconds left.
Yeah, there's.
I mean, even if you get a first down, you've got to get out of bounds.
Right.
I mean, because even if you get a first down, the clock may stop. You may have an opportunity to run up and kill the ball, but it's going to be tight.
Yeah, the fact that you don't have timeouts here, you've got to, maybe at best run an out route, pick up a first down, get out of bounds. But even if you do that very next play, if not this upcoming play, needs to be some kind of lateral play where you try to get someone in space. So whether it's a hook and ladder, whether it's a quick catch, and then once the receiver's being wrapped up, he finds that next guy to pitch it to. They've got to come up with some kind of Cal versus Stanford play here to close this out.
Yeah, and you can see the Hawks in their prevent defense right now. Snap is back. Looking to throw, a little screen pass on the left side.
He's got some blockers.
Got a couple blockers, and it looks like he goes out of bounds. Will they stop the clock?
Yes.
And they do with 7 seconds.
He did not convert a first down, so it is 4th and about 4 here.
But this will be the last play of the game unless they do some type of quick out of bounds. But
yeah, I think
this is about it.
This is the lateral play, if you practiced it.
So in a spread formation, Hawks in their prevent defense, 4 defensive backs playing quarters. Parrott at his 25-yard line. Snap is back, looking to throw. Throws it down the left sideline. It is up, and it is incomplete, but that should be it. Looks like all the time is off the clock.
No flags.
No flags. Tried to throw down the field to Wheatley, but incomplete. No flags, and that'll be the ball game. Tough loss here for Leander. 28-21 here at the field. Hawks come away with the victory.
Well, I just want to reiterate that the performance by the Lions here tonight, in the face of even mistakes that they committed against themselves, was a very impressive performance. In perspective of the entire season, you got to appreciate that this team continues to come out and fight week in, week out. They've got Anderson next week to close out this 2021 football season, but you want to end that on a high note, obviously.
Well, we want to thank all of you for tuning in tonight to Leander Lions football on SHN Sports. Tough game, tough loss, but overall good effort by the Lions. For Mark Sickles, Chuck Cracy, Mickey Holden, thank you for tuning in. Have a nice weekend, and we'll catch you next week.